It's beer o'clock on Reload Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from the Netherlands and it's the brand Urtyp Pilsener. It's a 2 litre Torp coming in at 5.5% ABV. We're sticking it in the Krups, the subcompact. I'll show you how to do it right now if you like, because I'm really thirsty. So you peel the side off this. And then that comes off. You have your little piece here. This, once you finish with it, well, once you finish with the Torp, it comes out and you just recycle it. So this goes in, this end here slides into here. I think. Yes! There we go, that goes into there like that. And let me show you how to put it into the machine. So you open the side of the Krups, the subcompact, simply stick that or lift that up out of the way for a moment, line the Torp up, there you go, into the machine. This then, I don't know if you can see that, there's a hole in the top. You just slide that into the hole, put the tap back on, close it up. So I've wet my glass. Apparently it gives a much better pour if you wet your glass. I'm going to put it on a 45 to pull the beer. You might see the red light, it's meant to be green. It's very, very close to being 4 degrees. To be honest with you, for me it doesn't matter if my beer is slightly warmer. It means I can pull more flavour. So here's a look at the Pilsner at 5.5% ABV. It looks lovely in the glass, beautiful head. What I'm really impressed about so far with this machine, it's a really big kind of thing for me. I'm really kind of happy to have this in my house. Is that just the quality of the beer? I've not had a taste yet, I've not put it to my nose, but just the pour, the quality of the pour alone, I could see. It's premium pub beer. It really is. It's, say that the Heineken bar. Has anybody ever been to the Heineken bar in Amsterdam? That is a showcase of Heineken's beer at its very finest. You're travelling around the world from Holland. They're going to show you from that bar their best beer ever, the best beer that they can absolutely produce. I've worked in pubs and bars, and with all due respect to the pub I worked with, there was no way that it was Carling. I must admit it was Carling, but Carling and Foster's. There was no way the beer looked like this great quality beer that I have in my hand today. There was no, the head on the beer alone, it's really hard to explain. It's just really good. It's just a really good fluffy coaty head. Anyway, without talking too much about the beer or the head of the beer, we've got to get into other things like smelling it and drinking it, or getting the aroma, as most people say. It's an unfiltered, you can definitely see it's an unfiltered, lovely looking lager. The clarity's there, but then at the same time you can see this micro kind of bits and pieces in the glass. Like golden amber colour. Let's get the aroma. It just smells good. It just smells really, really good. Malty, biscuity, bready, kind of light wafer aromas, light malty kind of wafery like aromas. Spicy, peppery, hoppy on the back end. Let's dive in. Cheers. That's really good. Really tasty. There's just a different kind of quality. There's a different level of... I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. Some of you might have seen my review of this particular beer in a can. German beer produced in France. It was perfectly acceptable lager. It really was. Put them side by side here. No lacing on the glass. I can rock that around as much as I want. Look at that. The lacing's dropping down on the glass. Look at this glass. Look at the difference. Beautiful lacing on the glass. The beard is superbly fresh. Lemony, kind of hoppy, stinging nettle hops. I read all of your comments. This is my first, apart from the Heineken we did when with the what was delivered with the beer, with the sub. This is my first Torp that I've put in myself and wanted to review. About a week or two later, I was so impressed with the Heineken, so impressed with the quality of that Heineken. It was unbelievable. But this is just right there with some of the best lagers I've ever tasted. The hop, the freshness from the hops. I can almost, you know, when you rub a hop together in your hand and you can stick it in your face and smell it. And we've all done it with American hops, but this has got this kind of real stinging nettle kind of grassiness to it that is terrific, absolutely terrific. And it goes so well. The balance of the beer is perfect. The sweetness from the malt, and then the beautiful hoppy finish on the back end. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. Yeah, let's go back to the comments. I read a lot of the comments that came through on my unboxing video and first use type of thing, and there was a lot of comments on there. There was a lot of comments from people who actually own the machine and appreciate the quality of the beer. And then there was a lot of people who were undecided. If you're looking for the best quality beer, even from most pubs, I've been a bar manager, I've worked in a pub, as I mentioned just a few minutes ago. This is different quality. This is like getting a loaf of bread straight from the bakery. This is like getting your meat straight from the butchery that's next to the abattoir. This is it's like getting your beer at source. It's like getting your beer straight from the brewery. If you're interested in beer then you've probably heard this saying before. Beer, there's nothing like a beer that is drank at a brewery. Fresh beer straight from a brewery is, and I've done it a million times. I've been to a million different breweries all around the world, and there's nothing quite like beer at source, at the brewery. Somehow Krups, the subcompact, and the quality of the beer, they've managed to hit that kind of brewery sourced quality, but from the home. I'm not sponsored by Krups. I do not work for Krups. I do not work for the subcompact, or whatever you want to call it. I'm a man in my kitchen who I bought this machine myself. Went on Beerwolf's website, ordered it for myself, got the 4. It was a Black Friday offer or a Cyber Monday or whatever it was. I bought the 4 Torps of Heineken that come with the machine, unboxed it, made a video. The video did tremendously well. It really did, and thank you to everybody who's tuned into that particular video, and it's had 46,000 views in 2 weeks. That is, for me, that is like unheard of kind of video view territory. But I am just telling you as it is. I used my own debit card on their website, paid for the machine, it was sent to me. I made an independent video. I'm very happy with the machine. I really am. I'm very, very happy with the machine. It's just the sheer quality. The sheer quality of the lagers. Look, this is lager that you would expect to have from a brewery, or at least a really good a really good cellarman. That's the answer. A really good cellarman who knows their cellar and knows their beer, and takes real good care of their beer in their pubs. This looks like that. Compare that to something from a can, it's a completely different world. You can see the lacing on the glass. I know I'm going on. I know I'm backing on a little bit now, and I know I'm probably doing your heads in a little bit now with it, but for the people who are never going to be convinced by this system, that's fine. Absolutely fine. I've no problem with that whatsoever. You have your own personal opinion. I don't think I'm ever going to sway you into purchasing one of these machines. But to the people who are slightly on the fence, who are a little bit intrigued by this system, all I can say is it's been faultless for me. It's been absolutely faultless. I'm loving it. I've been Googling, can you swap out Torps? Because for me, as a beer reviewer, I want to review as many of these Torps as possible, but we're 3 or 4 days out from Christmas, so I want to kind of save them, swap them out. It's not the greatest thing to do, apparently, is to swap out your Torp. I did take it out to stand up the Torp. You've probably seen the thumbnail for this video. Poured the beer, took it out, and it went flat on me. It went a bit kind of like squidgy, and I was like, oh no, what have I done? Stood it up, took the picture for the thumbnail with a lovely pint of beer, and then put it back in. But it kind of like the machine refilled it with I don't know, probably air. So I will gladly I will gladly drink this 2 litre beer in this machine now, because I don't want the beer, once you start pumping oxygen into beer, it's not a good thing at all. Really isn't a good thing to do, to pump oxygen into a beer. So I've read some forums, that's it, I'm getting good with the internet. I've read some forums online, and they're saying, yeah, please don't take your Torp out, don't swap it out, which I did, I took a picture. Don't take it out, don't mess about with it, just stick the thing in, stick the Torp in, drink your beer, and it'll last a while with the machine plugged in. Rating for this brand up Pilsner, 5.5% ABV. I think the Torp was about £10 on, maybe I don't know, £8 to £10 on the Beerwolf website. It's tremendous stuff. This pub quality beer in the home. I can't see any more of that. For me, that's a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!